All right. And can obesity increase the risk of breast cancer in most women, especially over age 50? So we want to look at the various things and the various research and the various answers that shows if obesity or being obese as a woman above age 50 can actually predispose such person to breast cancer. And although I got this question from people who wants to know if being obese can make them being predisposed to breast cancer at age 50 or 40 above. And somebody said, can obesity increase the risk of breast cancer in women of over age 50? So I tried to get some facts all over health level and even from cancer experts, and so that we can actually use them. That's why I'm using it to make this video. Let's look at it from the scratch. And we said that breast cancer is a very serious illness that leads to death in many parts of the world, and found mostly among women who are over age 40, age 50 years. And according to reports they gathered and some of the findings are made, I noticed that results claim that most breast cancer cases in all these women over age 50, obesity and being overweight is also an exposure to some of the situation. But the major one which I've seen people do, some of the bad habits they do, and they don't know it can actually become or cause breast cancer for them, and lung cancer, is the smoking of cigarettes. And smoking of cigarettes can later result to issues like breast cancer and lung cancer. But today, since we're talking about breast cancer, I want to look at some of the causes, or maybe if obesity can actually is part of those things that can make a woman or people get exposed to breast cancer. And I would like you to know that the impact of weight loss problem on breast cancer is primarily based on the female menopausal stage, because if people who are on the menstrual cycle really are, they are healthy people and they actually give off those things used through the menstrual something. But obese girls who are obese, and obese ladies, obese women, are much likely to have breast cancer than ladies who have minimum or slim weight. Let's look at what I was discussing earlier is that anyway, after menopause, obese women have 1.5 times the risk of girls who are just smaller in weight. And the report have claimed that obese women are also at high risk of breast cancer after menopause compared to bony or skinny ladies. And in another report, scientists estimate that approximately 11,000 to maybe 20,000 deaths in line every year from breast cancer in more parts of America, US. Girls of ladies or women of over age 50 probably average should be because of the body mass index below 25 for the duration of a person instead of 16. And it has been noted that obesity also causes some of the dangers of breast cancer, mostly among postmenopausal ladies or women who do not use menopause hormones and all those things. So they may create maybe like difference in most breast cancer cases between obese girls and girls who are slim, who are underweight, or who are just like optimum. So we need to look at that. So the point I'm trying to make is that based on studies, based on what we have seen, based on researches, obese women who are over age 50 have better amount of estrogen on their body, and estrogen is mainly made out of fatty tissues, and more amount of your body because of the high deposit of this estrogen and stuff. So it probably within a long period of time it can lead to breast cancer. But good nutrients, healthy shelter, healthy body balancing, and healthy environment make start maturity at the very early. So, but the parents of estrogen develop throughout this fertility period, even below age 30, and the better degrees of within the risk of the body within breast cancer in women. So before menopause, the primary source of estrogen are the ovaries, and so we are trying to let you know that obesity also depends on the menopause and this secretion of estrogen. So I said that before the menopause, the primary source of estrogen are the ovaries. However, the fatty tissues also produce estrogen, and after the ovary have stopped producing hormones, fatty tissue becomes the most essential estrogen supply. So which is not really a good news. But estrogen in postnatal menopause of women over age 50, age 60, 65, or who are overweight compared to women who are smaller in stature makes the difference. So This makes the oestrogen touches tissue uncovered and stimulates in heavy women, which causes extra boom in the responsible breast tumors. So what we are saying is, that women who are overweight, women who are obese, tend to have the extra fat even after the even after the estrogen has been stopped. But the fatty tissue remnant just stay in the body compared to women who have a small stature. And so I think that's one of the, and with the cancerous growth, which the fatty tissue might not be able to overcome, and before you know it, it gets developed into tissues, and breast cancer begins to get its way from them. And I used to, another element associated with breast cancer in when it comes to being overweight, or can overweight women, or can obesity women of over 50 cause breast cancer. And so what is likely is that what is probably the solution to this, that early detection, and just two things: trying to exercise your body, trying to control your weight, register for various weight loss programs, and make sure you detect this breast cancer at the early stage. If you are obese, please, you need to find different ways, because early detection of breast tumor or breast growth is the basic problem. It's basic solution to solving breast cancer, especially for people who are obese or obesity. So there are other evidence among African American women, when we talk about hazard with obesity, and much less in different populations. So we also, apart from high blood pressure, apart from stroke, apart from diabetes, apart from cardiac arrest and all those things, obesity is also another problem being faced by women who are obese at that age 40 and age 50 and above. Okay. And that's why average American women shouldn't have excessive body mass index compared to women who are slim. So you should just need to monitor your BMI, so that at least you not be categorized, and so you not be predisposed to having cancer. So the distribution of fatty components in the body may additionally have effect on breast, which causes cancers, and which was danger growth or dangerous growth of some of these cancer strains. So women with massive quantity of abdominal fat also have some tissues of breast cancer threat. They are predisposed to breast cancer, and whose fat is shipped over the hips, buttocks, and lower extremities. So it's all from our studies that, from what I've seen and what I've worked with, is like the body mass index shouldn't be higher than their age or the lower counterpart. So everything in summary, it means that obese or overweight women should also ensure that they do everything to lose weight, so that they will be able to have risk of having a breast cancer at that age, at age 40 and age 50 above. Not only, like I said earlier, not only cancer alone, and high blood pressure, hypertension, stroke, diabetes, CTC are also associated with being obese as a woman, even if in your early stage or if you're age 50. So the obesity can be reduced by registering for various weight loss tips, with some ideas, such as exercise, reduction of fatty foods, eating more fibers, exercising your body, drinking water, and always do some cardio. I think I've been. So if anybody asks you, or probably you want to know if obesity can cause cancer, the answer is yes, because if you are obese and you are in your 40s or your 50s, you have a high risk of getting a brain cancer because of the obesity. And what's the solution? The solution is what we are going to talk about. The solution is, make sure you find various weight loss programs. By any means, check your weight and make sure your weight is at optimum. That is not too slim, not too underweight, or not too overweight. And if you notice you have been overweight even at the age of 40, based on child fats and maybe like pregnant fats, or maybe like just lack of exercise, please do get yourself into exercise, get yourself into different weight loss program, eat some fibers, and just like I discussed earlier. So I think that's that. So if you have any other question, you can subscribe to our channel or use the comment box below. See you in our next post. Thank you.